wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
All right, here we go. Hello, what's up? Happy Thursday.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, here we go. Another day of fun and adventure. Da-da-da.
Today is Thursday, but in my head, I'm acting like it's Tuesday.
Okay.
So when I think it's Wednesday, I'll
Yeah.
go, oh my gosh, it's Friday.
Uh-huh.
You are so confusing.
That would be the joy and surprise, huh?
Confusion is my way. It's
Yeah,
the
that's
only
just
way
your
I
way.
know. I was
Just how you
raised-
live.
I was raised in confusion.
Yeah. So guess who's showing up to the radio station on Saturday morning?
I wouldn't be upset about that, though.
Really?
That would be a happy accident. I'd be up anyway.
Oh, my God.
I wake up at 4 a.m.
I'd be
Yeah.
so mad if I woke up and got ready and accidentally came to work on a Saturday.
I've done it before. I've gotten up thinking it was a Saturday a
Yeah.
long time ago, and I remember thinking, this is not bad. It's Saturday now. I've got the day.
Okay.
Happy accident.
Happy accidents. That's what
Yeah.
you're setting yourself up for.
I love it.
By creating total chaos and confusion in your own mind.
Life is chaos.
Oh,
Might as
yeah.
well just join the
You
ride.
don't have to tell me. Absolutely.
When you were going, Kevin, people
Yeah.
dropped by a lot of gifts for you and stuff.
Oh, my
There's
gosh.
cards over there
Oh,
behind
wow.
you, and I forgot to give you this yesterday. Look
Wow.
what somebody dropped off. It's heavy.
Ooh,
Okay.
must be liquor.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, yeah. It's got a card and everything in there.
Yeah.
It seems like liquor.
Aha. There you go. Look at that. That's a big old bottle of Tito's.
What's funny is it comes in an apple bag, but then when you open up the apple bag, there's a plastic bag with a bottle of booze.
It's
I
very...
put it in that apple bag and then I hid it so
Yes.
nobody would steal it. We have an issue with, like, on the weekends, it's lawless around these parts. So you have to hide stuff you don't want people to get sticky fingers with.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
a
And that would definitely disappear around
Oh,
the radio
that
station.
definitely would disappear.
yeah. So put it in an apple bag. No one
Yeah.
will check that out.
I hid it. I don't know.
Thank you very much, though. That is absolutely amazing. That is good.
So let's crack open some Tito's.
Ooh, it's a little early.
Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Where'd
Yeah.
you get those glasses?
You know what? These glasses, I found them in my backyard the day after the chaos that was the Crazy Horse Saloon. Have no idea whose they are.
They're definitely banged up,
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I got some
so.
road miles.
but they look like
Yeah.
chick glasses,
They
like
might
they
be.
belong to a girl.
They could be.
Yeah.
Who knows? I have no clue
Yeah.
whose glasses these are.
Okay.
Found them and said, what the heck? Let's put them on.
They look great.
Thank you,
They
Kevin.
look great. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, but I found them that next day. I'm like, whose glasses are these?
Yeah, there was a lot of things lost and found that day.
And then I found out there was a lot more people at my house in my backyard area that I even knew about.
Because we invited them.
Yeah, but
We invited the whole bar.
Well, you invited them, and I also, I think there was a good 15 people that showed up. But
They
then,
showed up, but you were puking in the yard. And Jen, Denny's wife, was like, I'm so sorry. He can't have company right now. He's throwing up his insides.
look, we're all were puking. There was a lot of people puking.
I didn't puke.
Not just me.
You and Denise puked.
You didn't puke, but you should have.
Her body doesn't reject alcohol.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
It finds a spot in there somewhere.
Yeah, just because you didn't
Yeah.
puke doesn't make it. Well,
Yeah.
you did right.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
I was out of line. I just didn't Ralph.
Here we go. We're already handing out the Tito's and going drinking war stories.
It feels right.
Yeah, it just feels right. Welcome to the KVJ show.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, this is interesting. Jennifer Lawrence is pregnant. Did you
Okay.
see this?
J-Law.
J-Law. at, I guess, her and her husband. She's got a husband named Cook. When did that happen? I missed that. I guess they got married back in 2019.
Yeah, I kind of did too.
I totally missed J-Law getting married, and then I was shocked to see she's pregnant.
Would you say you missed it, though?
Yeah, I'm not really a big J-Law fan, but I know a lot of people like her, so there you go. She's expecting her first child, she and her husband.
Okay.
In other news, Kobe Bryant's 18-year-old daughter, Natalia, is on the cover of Teen Vogue for their September issue. How awesome is that?
That is cool.
She's a beautiful girl, and her mother, Vanessa, was glowing all over social media about the beautiful job that Teen Vogue did. So that's very exciting if you picked that one up. And finally here, Pete Davidson is talking a little bit about dogs he's picked up during COVID.
Dogs.
Dogs.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 3 dogs during the pandemic because it's hard. No, I got the first dog, but I had to leave and go do something, so I had to stay with my mom. And then when I came back, the dog was like really tight with my mom. Like more, like it wasn't as excited to see me as it was my mom, so I bought another one. And then same situation happened where I had to go away for a little bit, but I was like, can't leave it with my mom because
we saw what happened.
Yeah, I saw what happened to the first one.
No, yeah. It's running all the dogs there.
That's cute. And that's what's going on in your dirt of the day.
It's time for viral audio.
So hide your kids, hide your wife.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, congratulations to Miami Marlins. Actually picked up a win last night. It's always nice when you come in here and say that. That's not every day.
Have you been to a game?
No, I have not been to a game yet this year. I know. I'm a terrible Marlins fan.
You probably haven't been to a game in a few years, right? I haven't been to that stadium since Miami.
Yeah, I think it's been, well, I've been there since then. We usually try to get to several games a year. My daughter's gone. I just haven't gotten there yet for whatever reason.
I'm just wondering, is it that different of an experience for the fans since Jeter's taken the reins?
They've done a few adjustments here and there. You know, the food's pretty good. They got a lot of good food selections and beverage selections. I think that's all good. I think that's pretty on point. You know, they changed a couple things, standing areas and things like that, trying to make it a little bit more, realizing that, you know, a lot of people go to baseball games anymore and they don't watch the games because they're boring.
So many people don't watch it.
Yeah, and so they're finding that, you know, people will come and congregate and talk and chat and just have some fun while a game is going on. And if there's a little bit of excitement, which is rare, they'll look at the field and see what's going on.
You had an idea a long time ago, and I didn't think it would work back then, but I think it would work now.
Yeah.
You said they should throw some gators out on the baseball field to spice it up a bit, and I support that now.
Yeah, why not?
I think it would be good.
No, I think that, you know, baseball really should look at that. If I could get in there and be the commissioner of baseball, I would radically change the sport.
Throw a little goofy in there?
I would radically change it. Well, you know, I will tell you as an example, if anybody knows, you ever heard of the Savannah Bananas? And a lot of these minor league teams are doing this. The guy who runs Savannah Bananas is genius. They had nobody going. It was a dilapidated stadium. Nobody would want to go there. It's a minor league team. You don't know any of the players anyway, kind of like the Marlins. And
not on the same level.
And he went in there and said, we put fun and fans first. And it's a great experience. The ticket prices all encompass. You don't feel like they're just sitting there nitpicking you for every dollar you got. You feel like you're getting good value for what you pay. And now they are sold out every game, always.
Minor league baseball, even if you hate baseball, you go to one of those games, there's a lot of goofy, fun, weird, bizarre things going on.
They keep you entertained.
Well, it makes you have a story. You leave there going, what the hell was that?
Well, I think they kind of realize anymore, maybe baseball's not entertaining enough to keep people captivated. So let's put on a little bit of a show along with it. Let's have some fun.
Oh, nothing makes me go to bed faster than when Panda puts on a baseball game.
Right.
At sleepy time, I'm out.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I remember when we went to spring training, Virginia made it fun because she kept heckling the players. And her voice is so loud, it cuts through crowds.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Echoing through the whole stadium.
Bryce Harper thought I wanted to sleep with him.
I was heckling him hard.
Yeah. Hey, my gay brother wants to sleep with you. I think's what she said.
It's my gay brother, Jason.
And Bryce Harper gave us a look. He was like, what is going
what the
on?
hell? Why
What are
is
they
she so
saying?
loud?
Yeah.
Why is that gremlin talking?
That's what you need. You need something to spice it up a little bit. So, Derek Jeter has done some great things. And, of course, a lot of his work that he's done was with the New York Yankees. Now he's the CEO of the Marlins. And, of course, he gets right into the Baseball Hall of Fame because he was El Capitan. You know, he ran that team and won World Series and all kinds of great things.
Unbelievable. And we all, even if you don't watch baseball, you know Jeets is the real deal.
He really is. And so there should be no debate at all that he gets into the Hall of Fame on his first ballot. Well, apparently there was one sports writer that didn't think that Jeter belonged in the Hall of Fame and did not vote for him, and Derek Jeter took a little bit of a shot at him.
Thank you to the baseball writers, all but one of you, who voted for me.
And they really need to find that guy and call him out.
Well, just like anything in life, there's always one. There's always one that just wants
one
to be
hater.
just let me ruin everything.
One tool shed.
You can hate the Yankees, but you can't argue Derek Jeter belongs right into the Hall of Fame.
We have it
first
with
ballot.
We have it with people who listen to. There's always one that just wants to just see the world burn.
Yeah, it's like that one person that's already gone on to Kvj Tv and clicked the dislike button.
Yeah, and we know who it is because they have 5 different accounts.
The only good thing I love is that they get up early in the morning just to do that.
Me too, before the
we
show
are living
even starts.
rent free in your head, my friend.
They dislike, but we know who it is, though.
Yes. So there you go. So congratulations.
a lot of work
It is a
to
lot.
hate.
It's a lot of work to hate. It's got to be exhausting, right?
It's gotta be.
You would get up in the morning and be like, I'm so tired with all the hate, I got to go back to bed.
This person's got seriously 5 different accounts.
Yes. Well, there you go. All right. So maybe they're the same person that didn't vote Jeter into the Hall of Fame.
Probably.
They got to vote? I don't know.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
All right, Jaber, what you got on your mind today?
Here's a question for y'all and the good people who listen to this program. Is it too early right now? We are at, September 6th, 7th?
Nope. Keep trying.
5th?
Nope.
8th?
Keep going.
What is it? 9th? Okay,
There you
September
go.
9th.
All
There
right.
you go.
Yeah, all right.
We're at September 9th. Is it too early to decorate for Halloween?
That's a great question because I was buying Halloween decorations over the weekend. Home Depot and the dollar store both put out their stuff.
I'm very excited to decorate because it's the first time in a long time I can really, dig my teeth into Halloween, give the trick-or-treaters what they need, the candies they desire, and make my place look, very Halloween-y.
Yeah.
If you're a neighbor, are you thinking, that's annoying, or I like this guy's act, I like where he's going with it?
I was thinking maybe not this weekend, but next weekend I might start putting my stuff up.
I think if you're a neighbor that cares that your neighbor's starting Halloween too early, I think you need more hobbies.
Halloween is hands down the best holiday for decorating. It's so fun. Why not do it a little early and make your yard fun for longer?
I feel like Halloween is different than a Christmas because Christmas, it is a lot about getting the presents and there's money and you parents get all stressed out about it. This is something where it doesn't have to be that much money and it's more about the event, to your point, the decorations, the hype around it.
There's more fun, creative decorations you can do with Halloween. It's just a fact. There's so many fun Halloween decorations out there. Home Depot's got them. I haven't been to Lowe's yet. I'm sure they're going to have them put out. The dollar store has their stuff out. It's very affordable.
I love this comment. Jessica in the chat room. I start on September 1st. I do what I want.
That's right. You should.
That is awesome, and I'm going to do what I want.
If it makes you happy, you put up your Halloween stuff.
Well, lucky for me, I got a lot of cool people who live on my street. I was more asking the universal question. If someone else puts that up now, are most neighbors going to be all bitchy or are most going to say, I like their act?
You're always going to have a small percentage of bitchy.
That one,
just in
like
life.
that neighbor that hated the Tigger flag.
Yes.
Or the person who disliked our video already.
Or the guy that didn't vote for Derek Jeter to get into the Hall of Fame.
All of it.
You're always going to have one pissy outlaw who thinks that they're just going to, ugh.
But you never adjust your life to that person.
No.
Because they'll never be happy, and
You're a
neither will
man
you.
of the masses.
Yeah. I'm a man of Halloween, and I want to go big.
If you need some help, I'm more than happy to help you. I was just at Home Depot. I know exactly what they have. I know the price range of stuff.
You know, too, my house is set up for a perfect haunted house. It could be a haunted house. The way you could walk in, you could hide, jump out at people.
Totally.
Invite that, to the neighborhood.
I remember as a kid.
I would stop short of inviting my neighbors into my house for a haunted house. That is a little intrusive.
Well, the only problem with like the haunted houses, I remember as a kid in my neighborhood one time, somebody did that, and they did it for the kids, and they, brought the kids in, they had their own and all that stuff, and then they had things like the spaghetti and the bowls dark in the basement, and you thought you were eating, playing with brains and all that, and that kind of stuff is fun. But for adults, you got to really kind of take it to a whole new level, and that's why you got like a Halloween Horror Nights or something like that, because you do have to really up your scary game when it comes to adults. So the question is, you're right, could you actually build a haunted house for adults, or are you just going to build it for kids, and then you look like a creepy middle-aged guy who lives alone, attracting children into your house?
Cool your jets, Turbo. We're not building a haunted house year one.
Well, I think, first of all, my place is haunted, so that alone.
Yeah, if people run the risk of getting possessed when they walk in, that's kind of horrifying.
You definitely do it for kids. You don't do it for adults. I don't give a frog's fat ass if people think I'm creepy. I know it's in my heart. I got Halloween in my heart. I'm trying to make kids, enjoy the Halloween festivities. And
Halloween in my heart, kids in my bed.
There was
Curl in here with me and the ghost, kid.
It's real scary.
I'm maybe not year one.
Look, here's what I've learned. As a homeowner, I've got a few years ahead of you, not too many, but a few. Every year, I add to my collection of decorations. I buy a new piece. I buy a few new pieces to trick out the yard. I started with maybe 4 or 5 cool things, but every year I've added more, and now it is really cool.
Yeah, who are you talking to? You do things. You're Tequesta. I'm Palm Beach Gardens. We do a little bit differently than Tequesta. We buy in bulk, baby. We buy in bulk and we do it big.
Okay.
But there was this episode of Roseanne back in the day. It was a Halloween episode, and they did the whole haunted house for the neighborhood. And I remember they did that thing where the kids go and they put their hand in the bowl and there's brains and all that. I thought that was so fun and cool.
You get a bowl of peeled grapes, and those are eyeballs.
Yes, I love it. Macaroni. Oh my gosh, there's guts and worms.
Macaroni in a pot?
Macaroni in a pot. Then you can put maybe little things of fur in there just to make it seem weird.
They do that. I think we went trick-or-treating, was at the Heights one year, and some people actually do haunted houses.
They do.
Yeah,
the Heights
they're pretty cool.
tricks it out. They have a lot of fun.
Always.
Yeah, my neighbors would be cool to do a haunted house with. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a lot of work.
I hear you.
And a lot of strangers in your house, and it's COVID.
The COVID part I hear, because there'll be somebody that yells at me. I get yelled at a lot. Online.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I've got a message to play for you, a voicemail from my mom.
Okay.
My mom, for some reason, had been holding out on getting the vaccine, and it was really making me upset because she's got the diabetes, she's got the pre-existing conditions, she's got the weight,
Right.
So I was very, very upset that she was still not getting it, and she couldn't give me a valid reason. That was my big thing. I'm like, why aren't you getting it? And it was very wishy-washy. So, when I told her that your mom had been brought to the hospital, I think that was the wake-up call for her.
Really?
And then I, had to call her the other day and tell her about your mom's battle, and I still didn't think she had gotten the vaccine yet. But this is the message that she had left for me after she found out about your mom's battle.
Hey, Virginia, it's Mom. I'm sorry about Kevin's mom. I really am, sweetheart. And just to clear your mind, the same day you called, Frank called and said he was getting his appointment, and they had an appointment available for me to get the first one. And we went to Walmart and got our first shots already. And we can get the second vaccine after the 16th of September. So I just wanted to let you, to ease your mind, we are getting the vaccine. Thank you, sweetie. Love you. Wanted to express my condolences to Kevin.
Oh, that is so sweet of your mom.
Gosh, your mom is so sweet.
She's so sweet.
What happened to you? Your sisters and mom are so sweet.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
What happened?
Oh, that's good. I mean, hey, look, if it just causes somebody to take a look at this thing and take it for real, and hey, look, you can take your own strategy. Like I said, talk to your doctor, but come up with a plan because the numbers are staggering, and then especially when you lose somebody close,
right?
Like your own parent, then it rechecks it. Well, I'm glad that she's made a choice to protect herself.
She has, and I thank you for that.
Okay, that's very cool. That's good news. And tell your mom thank you very much. That's a very sweet message.
That was.
Yeah, she's adorable.
She is.
Yeah. What I got on my mind here today, and obviously the last week has been. Today's really kind of the first day that I feel a little bit kind of back to being Kevin. It is tough.
I can see it in your hair.
Yeah. My hair's back.
Your hair's not grieving?
Yeah, it's not grieving. I'm all good.
You came in yesterday, your hair's grieving.
I had sad hair yesterday.
Grief hair.
I did. So for the first day, I'm really kind of, and hey, when you're going through it, I'm like, okay, I can do this. I'm built for this. I can handle this. But no matter who you are, and no matter how much you don't show, you are going through it.
Of course.
You really are.
Yes, and you have to let yourself too. I know you're not a man of emotion, but
right.
You just have to sit with your emotions and acknowledge them.
Yeah.
And say, okay, this is okay for me to feel sad.
Well, I mean, I've known a few people who didn't even have a relationship with their parents, and then their parents passed away, and they still took it really hard. It's just one of those things that's going to happen.
It checks your own mortality because you realize one of the vehicles that you came from is no longer around.
Oh, it's a gut check for everything in your life.
It is. It's a weird feeling that you get used to, and I think there's just many stages, and so
yes.
I'm out of the. I think today I woke up. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling good. I think I'm out of the worst and the toughest part of it. Where there's just kind of a constant blanket of grief that's over you. So that's a good thing for me. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on because I woke up yesterday and I got like. I don't know if it feels like a heat blister, but I'm like, I hope I don't have a lip herpes. Like, I don't know if it's just because my body was out of whack. What the heck is that thing? It's just.
Let Dr. Sidnicki
It's like
look
I
at
skinned
it.
my lip on something.
Did you cut it? Because it doesn't look like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me get over there and look at it.
I can't figure out what is going on.
$50 if you lick it.
That's not gonna help anybody. What is that thing?
To me, it looks like dry lip. You might be dehydrated because you're everything that's been going on, and you're probably a little off your schedule.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like a lips. It looks more like Virginia said, almost like a lip cut.
It looks like you might have injured yourself.
That's possible.
And maybe you didn't realize it.
Okay.
That can happen. I hurt myself one time on a tortilla chip and cut my lip and had a big lip scab from a tortilla chip.
Okay.
Oh yeah, a French bread pizza, Stouffer's. The dough got hard.
Okay,
let it out, cooked it in microwave style.
Okay.
Cut the lip.
If it was a herpes, what happens with those is they explode.
Oh boy.
And then they heal. I mean, if this is day one, there's no explosion.
Right.
And so I don't think that's what it is. I think that's an injury.
You also can
almost feel like a heat blister or something like that. I don't know if that's a thing. Or,
you can also get blisters on your lips that are not herpes as well. So there's
all right. Well, regardless, it looks gross, but
I'm sure nobody online is gonna say anything.
Can you wear a mask?
No.
Yeah,
dude,
honestly,
it's
the
not
masks
about COVID.
Help.
It's about covering your lip scab.
I'm gonna cover up my lip, whatever I got going on.
People will be cool. They won't say anything.
Right. Yes.
Well, there goes that kissing booth we were gonna do this weekend with you.
I do like your approach. Though. You kind of Eminem 8 Mile this thing.
You gotta call it out.
Yeah.
Yes. And this makes sense. And I was one of the Babsy said, yes, fever blisters are common during high emotional times.
They are. It brings something out.
That's kind of what I wondered. I'm like, I have a feeling, because like I said, I felt like I was really dealing with all the stress and grief pretty well. I'm like, okay, you know what? My mom passed. I'm doing okay. But then, It took a little while, and I realized maybe there was more going on inside than what I realized.
Stress does all that stuff, whether it's shingles or
Yes.
it brings out certain things, especially if something's lying dormant, it can bring it out.
Okay. All right. So I thought that might have been it. I'm like, that might be an interesting byproduct of going through it. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
Well, the good news is it's not big. I mean, I've seen some of them that are like big and just horrifying.
No, I think I'm doing okay. And like I said, I've been, flushing the bod with all kinds of goodness.
Hair's on point, but you have grief lip today.
That's all right. As long as the hair's good, thank you, Hair Club, we're all good. Okay, which is better? My wife had asked me as she was booking my airline ticket, she said, do you want an aisle or a window seat? I'm like, which is better?
It really depends on what you are looking for.
Okay.
I'm always a window girl because I want to look out the window. I want to lean against that wall, the side of the plane. I feel like I like to be in my own little cubby back there.
Okay.
And I can hold my pee-pee. I don't have to get up and go.
That's okay. That's a good one to consider.
Just don't make her laugh because she will pee her pants.
That is true.
Okay. What about you, Jay-Bird? What do you prefer, the aisle or window?
I like the window. What's weird for a guy who's scared of heights, I am not scared when I'm up in the plane. I'm quite peaceful. I usually have a nice little buzz going on. I like looking down. It's different than being in a building. It's really odd. I can't explain it.
Yeah.
Although I tried to. I don't think it went well.
I think I prefer the aisle. And the reason is, one, yes, you do have the bathroom access. You have a better chance of getting a hold of whoever the flight attendant is if they're coming around. And in an era where you could actually drink more booze, you could get more booze. And then 3 is you get out of the plane quicker. And when it stops, kind of like I'm ready to stand up. When we land, like, just get me out of this tin can. And so when you're on the aisle, you get to, kind of stand up, you get your bag. I feel like you get out. It's a little bit easier, more efficient.
It is a competition, though. Everyone stands up, and everyone's just eyeing that aisle, waiting to make their move. I notice people really turn into jerks when the plane lands.
But if you're by the window, then you're really kind of just trapped in there. You just got to kind of sit and take it. But I think the reason why I would want a window, it depends upon where you're flying. If you're flying over something that's cool, like into a big city, a New York City or something like that, give me the window because you want to see what's going on. That's pretty cool. If you're flying from North Dakota to Idaho, give me the
looks
aisle.
the same.
I'm all good, yeah.
Oh, look, wheat and corn. Oh,
Right.
look, more wheat and corn.
And so when I flew into, if I fly into Columbus, which is the airport I fly into to get to my hometown, I like the window because there's always this view. See, on Kvj Tv, you fly over Ohio Stadium. Yeah.
We saw your picture. We were like, wow, that's a great picture.
I always look for that, because you've got the big college football stadium for Ohio State that you fly right over.
You got an eye for photography.
Oh, I do, don't I? Look at that guy. Got a little bit of the wing in there. Got the stadium.
Look at that.
Beady eye for photography.
Yeah.
Look at that. I was trying not to be, mean.
Ginger's back in. She's like, oh, he said he feels better.
Guys have a rough week. I know he says he feels better, but
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
It's fair game. He'll be fine.
go out. Off with his head.
Okay, which is better, Ferris wheel or roller coaster?
Roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got stuck on a Ferris wheel,
Yeah.
and it was nothing short of horrific. And the song, I swear, was blasting from the PA system. There
Yeah.
was this helicopter flying by with a spotlight as you're stuck on this Ferris wheel.
Yeah, good.
It was awful.
Yeah.
Roller coaster.
We just got back from Gatlinburg and that
Yeah.
whole area. We made it a point to ride those mountain roller coasters, and boy, were those fun.
Yeah, I saw the video of Rocco. They look cool.
I highly recommend those for everybody. If you haven't done those mountain roller coasters, there's like 20 of them between Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
And they're so fun.
Then again, the last roller coaster I did go on, I threw up. Yeah. Maybe I'll watch you guys go on the rides.
It's probably a better idea. Yeah, I'd seen too that I think TripAdvisor named Gatlinburg like one of the best places. Maybe it's Travel and Leisure.
Okay.
That have done that. Yeah, they did the best U.S. cities and national parks, and they had in there for national parks Great Smoky Mountains. National Park in North Carolina and Tennessee was number 1.
It was really cool. I loved going up there. I wish I would have had more time. I just wish I would have had more time to look at everything.
Yeah.
There's so much to see.
We all wish we had more time, Virginia.
Amen.
And here in our area in the Southeast, they've got Charleston, South Carolina is the number 1 best city in the U.S. This is according to Travel and Leisure. And they also put in at number 3, Savannah, Georgia. And then New Orleans is 4, Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a little bit of a trip.
Not this week. They're still recovering from the hurricane.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay local this weekend.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea. Okay, which is better, air conditioning or fresh air?
Oh my gosh. Well, if the fresh air is cool,
Yeah.
like a Oregon,
Yeah.
that is amazing.
You can't be fresh air because it just feels like you're getting healthier with every breath.
We don't really get that.
No, when I was in Gatlinburg, they had like mountain air. Oh,
It's
like 12 degrees colder, and
Right.
it's awesome.
It kind of makes you feel, I don't know, maybe because I'm not used to it. There's so much humidity down here. It's got like a mystical feel to it.
It's crisp.
Yeah.
It gives you energy.
I feel like I can, I don't know, grab an axe, cut some logs,
Okay, that's what you're going to do?
Did you say grab an ass?
grab an axe.
Don't do that.
But you're right, it has to be more fun.
Okay, which is better, pool or ocean? I go pool.
Are we talking just for swimming purposes?
Yeah, basically. Because, I mean, if you're talking about just a view, you'd rather look at the ocean than the pool. But if you have to get your body wet, which in this you do, I'm going pool.
Yeah, I love swimming in the ocean, but all it takes is one little piece of seaweed to hit my leg thinking it's a shark.
You scream like a girl.
Hammerhead!
Yeah.
Give me the pool. I love looking at the ocean, though. It's a lot of fun. I love it.
Which is better, seesaw or swings?
Swing.
Swing.
Seesaw, it's... Every time you get with a different person, it's a different kind of game.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can be a crappy seesawer, and it ruins the experience for everybody.
You got to find somebody that weighs the same as you, too.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the seesaw is not so much fun.
When I was a little portly, me and Dennys did the seesaw. It wasn't so fun for Dennys, and it wasn't that fun for me either.
You got to find a fat friend.
You kind of do have to balance it out. Swings are fun.
Swings are more fun unless you get that bully that comes up and starts pushing you and they won't stop and you have no way to really kind of like turn around and kick their ass.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, that would be terrible.
Yeah, they used to be a Logan thing.
Oh,
it sounds right.
Yeah. It's like, they try to kill you on a swing.
But the best is when you get on that swing and you try to go as high as you can and then obviously jump off. You guys did that, right?
I did.
And played the Superman when you got on your belly and you would fly.
Did that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did it all.
Let's have a park day. No?
You're creepy. You have no kids.
That's what I'm saying. Come with you guys.
You can go recruit some kids for,
He needs Rocco.
Yeah.
I don't care what people think, but let's do what they
Why
got
don't you go to the park and recruit some kids for your haunted house?
Hey, kids, you want to come over?
Guess who's got a haunted house?
Hey, guys, look at my ponytail jiggle.
Yeah, dude, you got to cut your hair before you talk to random kids.
You're right. I forgot about the ponytail factor.
What else? You want a conversion van?
Think about growing a mustache.
Okay, and with football season kicking off and baseball going on now, which is better, the Miami Dolphins or the Miami Marlins? What do you prefer?
I think there's more passion with the Dolphins.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think there's definitely more passion. I think since they really tricked out Hard Rock Stadium, that you're talking about the Marlins fan experience, and they've improved that as well. But still, what they've got going on at Hard Rock, it's a lot better.
I'm a woman of the tailgate.
Yeah.
And to me, there's nothing better than tailgating before a football game.
And I know it's hack, and I know it's cliche to say, oh, the Marlins suck and blah, blah, blah. But they really don't have, I'm not saying they don't have some passionate fans, but it's not like a Dolphins.
Yeah,
it's
Dolphins
not,
have more passionate fans. And even looking at it this year, the Dolphins, viable chance to make the playoffs and actually be something competitive. Marlins, it's not happening. So there you go. I think a lot of people love the fresh air, especially with the pandemic going on. They say tree houses are making a comeback, and not necessarily just even the ones that your dad would build you when you were a kid. That kind of like little broke down thing. They say that professionals are really putting in stylish backyard tree houses, and if you got a little bit of the woods or the room in your yard, that people are getting them built where you can actually go and say, you know what, let's go stay in the tree house tonight. and it's got electricity and things like that that are going in, but it's all open air. And they say that there are also on Airbnb lots of tree houses you can go camping in that are just in the midst of a whole bunch of trees. What a great concept is that? Because I don't necessarily love laying on the ground because, things can crawl on you and get in you and all these kind of things that I just don't like. Being in a tree house, you're up above all that and you got a little bit more safety and protection.
I feel like I would like to be in a tree house up high if I could pull the ladder up so nobody else could climb up in the tree house.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, that to me would be awesome and I would feel safe.
Right.
And I wouldn't be able to sleep in a tree house out in the woods if I knew that people or
anything
animals
could climb up,
could get to me.
Yeah.
My dad, Randy P., the Juicy Daddy, he made us a bush house. It wasn't out of a tree, but we had this big bush right next to our porch.
Okay.
And somehow he did it, and we loved it.
Who needs a tree when you got a bush?
We had a bush.
Was it wood?
It was thorns.
It was cardboard.
It had elements of wood. Yeah, it had the essence of wood, yes. Sticks.
What the hell does that mean?
Branches, if you shall. Yeah. It was a bush, but he made it to where...
He made you a little thatch hut?
It was really cool. We loved it.
Yeah.
I'm easily impressed. But yeah, we had a bush house, not a tree house.
A bush house.
We loved it.
For the kid that's afraid of heights.
We had it was called the Nightmare Club. We had.
No wonder you have issues.
Yeah, dude.
Well, then it morphed into...
This is why you have horrible nightmares. When you were little, you were in Nightmare Club. It's a way of life.
I was the vice president.
You got a card-carrying member.
Why was it Nightmare Club?
That was the first group we did Nightmare Club because me and my friend, JR, Jesse, he's still, my friend, and my sister, we loved horror movies, and Nightmare on Elm Street was really big. Okay. And then we morphed it into the Captain Camo Club. Where we all were army people. And the big deal was, running around the backyard. Oh, but that was our headquarters at the Bush Club. The Bush House. The Bush House.
What?
The Bush House. We loved it.
How big was it?
Not very big.
Could all kids fit in it together?
3 was a tight fit. A real tight
Bush
fit.
really made for one.
Your friend JR is a large man. He was probably a large adolescent, too.
There was a lot of running into each other. But again, we were 10 and we loved it.
All right. All right, here we go. We got some birthdays for you today. A couple celebrities having a birthday. Michael Bublé turns 46. And Adam Sandler, who is in Boca a lot. He's got a place down there right on the water. He's 55 today, so part-time South Florida resident. Happy birthday to him. Also, happy birthday to Jonah, turning 11 from Mom, Dad, Sweet Pea, Leah, and Nugget. Also, we got a birthday shout out going on here to Travis. Happy birthday. Happy 8th birthday to Morgan. Love Mom, Dad, Liv, Bella, and Max. Happy 16th birthday, Skylar. Hope you have a wonderful day. From Mom and Dad, love you very much. We've also got a happy first birthday to Tallulah. That's from your grandma. Aww. And how cute is she?
That's a great picture.
Yeah,
Cutie
right
baby.
Yep, check it out on Kvj TV on YouTube. Also, 38th birthday shout out today. That is from Sheena. Happy birthday. Also, a big birthday shout out to the world's best twin. Happy 36th birthday, Brian, from Allison. And Kenny, Mom, Dad, and Sister Olivia are wishing a very happy birthday here to somebody turning 51.
Aww.
So happy birthday on that. Alejandra sent that in. Got a birthday you want to get on the KVJ show? Let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com. MAIL at kvjshow.com. Okay, I love hacks. When you find something cool, be like, oh my gosh, I never had any idea that that's how you have to do that. There's a lot of times like utensils and things like that you've used your entire life. And somebody's like, if you flip it this way, then it becomes so much easier. It's just really amazing. In fact, the microwave, something I've been using since I was a little kid. Yet I can't ever seem to figure out how to get my chicken wings the perfect temperature because either parts of them are scalding hot and I burn my mouth, and then the next bite I take and the next wing is freezing cold.
Yeah, people in the Hot Pocket community, they understand that as well, where it's really tough to get the perfect Hot Pocket. The edges are are hard.
Yeah.
Then the middle's a little frozen. It's a dance.
The problem with the microwave is it dense stuff confuses it. I find that if I chop things up into smaller pieces and spread them out, I have better luck.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't do that with a Hot Pocket.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
And I also always thought it was odd. On most microwaves, they give the potato a button, its own button. And I always thought that's kind of weird. They
popcorn gets a button.
Popcorn gets a button too.
But you know what? And it's always wrong because I hit the popcorn button, it comes out fried.
Yes.
Yeah, it burns your popcorn.
It does. I'm like, they did not do this right.
Or it comes out with too many seeds. They don't have that right either with the whole popcorn. Yeah.
You have to stand close to the microwave, but not right next to it because then it'll fry your brain. And you have to listen. And as soon as you hear more than a second between pops, that's when you take it out.
Oh, I love looking in the microwave.
That's what fries your brain. And it's all making sense now.
It's just so bright, Kevin.
He's been microwaving
Mesmerized.
his brain for 30 years.
It looks like heaven. It's so bright.
Cook me, microwave.
Well, here's a TikTok hack on how maybe you've been heating up your food all wrong. And here's what you can do to maybe fix this. And I'm going to try this with my chicken wings to see if it does help it out so I don't have that issue where I either scald my mouth or part of the chicken wing is frozen. Now, what happens is apparently a lot of people will take their food and put it in the middle of the plate or congregate it into the center of where the microwave is, where it should actually be on the edge of the plate so that it can actually rotate and cook evenly. So if you're bunching up your food in the middle, you've got to get it to the edges. If you can get it to the edges of the plate and heat your food up there, then it will rotate evenly and you won't have that problem.
I've been living my life all wrong.
Yeah.
Ironically, you do live on the edge, but you haven't been putting your food there.
And she also says that adding a small cup of water when heating up foods like pizza or pasta will help prevent moisture loss.
I have done that trick, and clearly I'm doing it wrong. I always heard about putting the water in the microwave. It's to make the crust a little bit more moist. It does not work. I know that hack. Is there a way to do it? Is there an ABC?
I give it a little Pope sprinkle. You know how the Pope has that little sprinkle thing where he like hits you with the holy water? I just kind of hit my pizza with a few spritzes.
Yeah.
And then I put it in the microwave.
There's nothing worse when you put a pizza in the microwave too long or the oven too. It dries it out.
Yeah,
and
it's tough.
Crispy. It takes the sauce out. Even with the oven, I find there's an art to reheating pizza.
It's really tough.
You got to pay attention. And if you're like me and you are easily distracted or squirrel, and then you're outside looking at a squirrel for 5 minutes, your stuff will burn.
You're right. It's almost like giving birth. You have to have the utmost attention to what you're
can't
doing.
leave.
You cannot leave.
Another TikTok hack had a woman sharing how she will go to the Olive Garden and save a ton of money by simply getting the kids' meal. She said even those portion sizes are enormous. Side of broccoli, main entree, 2 breadsticks, and a drink. That's all just $6. And she believes that even the kids' meal is large enough to feed 2 adults.
Yeah, but don't they usually have age restriction? It's 12 and under.
I don't know how hard they're going to question you
Unless
if you could say, I got a kid in the car.
Yeah, if you get it to go.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's cool about getting stuff on Uber Eats. You can order, the kid grilled cheese and the adult grilled cheese at a lot of restaurants are the same thing, and the kids is $2 less.
We've been doing this at hotel room service for many, many years. We hardly ever order off the adult menu. We just order one of each thing from the kid menu from room service, and it's literally like a quarter of the price.
That's why this one thing burns in my brain. I swear you talked about this magical kid buffet at the Breakers where they have corn dogs and mac and cheese and pizza and mac and cheese.
They have mac and cheese twice?
Did I dream this?
Double mac and cheese?
The Breakers has a fantastic buffet.
Yeah, they do.
No, but it wasn't that. It was this magical kid buffet.
Are you talking about the one at Disney?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so I went to Disney one time when Mags was little. Rocco wasn't even born yet. And we did one of those overpriced character breakfasts. But they had a buffet, and there was so much kid food. There was corn dogs, there was mac and cheese, there was pancakes in the shape of Mickey's head.
Oh my gosh!
Like it was customized for the kids. Mind you, it's like $75 a person for a dumb breakfast buffet.
Pretty expensive mac and cheese.
Damn mouse bends you over the table.
Jeez. All right. Hey. That's quite a visual.
But the kids love it.
Oh, you like that?
The kids loved it.
Yeah. Man,
You better bring your credit card.
Kevin's Mickey Mouse is on point, man. It's very good.
Just add to the creepiness of the whole scenario. A couple of the comments. In fact, everybody seems to have a hack on how to warm up the pizza properly. Somebody said it's got to be warmed up, wrapped in foil in the oven.
Yeah, I've seen that. It just takes so long.
Hey, would you agree with me on this, Vicious V? Every pizza you get is going to be a little bit different on how it's some cooked different.
Some are more wet, some are more dry, some keep their moisture, some don't.
Well, if I'm warming up a Chicago style versus one of those thin,
totally
this
different.
is a different animal.
I've heard of people too will put a piece of pizza in a skillet and do that right on the stove top, and the bottom does get like kind of crispy, and then it still remains doughy on top, which is how I like it.
Oh, are you still on a clown? Do you want to do breakfast today? It's on me. It's on the bird. Well, okay. I can see in your eyes you might want to dance.
I might eat a little bit.
Okay.
No, look at that. We're winning her over.
Well, once again, Ralston's food foreplay over here.
Getting you going.
All hot and bothered.
Getting you going.
I'm just a man.
So many people were saying the air fryer is the best way to go. Like the XL Combo Steam Air Fryer is the perfect reheated pizza. So that is a comment that a lot of people are giving us.
You could heat it up on the Foreman grill, too.
Yeah.
You could.
Totally.
And that might not be that might be one of your better routes to take.
Totally.
A lot of people are saying, too, is a wet paper towel over the food in the microwave.
That's kind of gross.
It does sound gross, but about 8 people have said that.
Okay.
Also, just some other hacks. Somebody said a Big Mac hack. You can take the top bun off and discard, flip the middle bun over with the patty, and now you have a double cheeseburger Big Mac with perfect ratio.
Gosh, man, I love their sauce.
Okay.
Oh, Kevin, you're doing it.
The Big Mac is great, but sometimes I struggle because it's too big.
Too big. Where'd you find this witch at?
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, a lot of people are saying, who uses a microwave anymore? Air fryer is a way to go, even for those chicken wings, Kev.
Yeah, if you're microwaving a pizza just from the beginning,
is that going to be the new separating thing? You can tell when somebody's old and doesn't get it when they have a microwave and not an air fryer.
Well, there's that one pizza,
Wow.
Celeste pizza, which it's kind of like the trampier side of pizza. You know what I mean? It's
Celeste.
Yeah, you just are. You know you're not eating the best, but sometimes you want to be a little bad, and you cook it in the microwave, and it's just one of those ones. If you were to air fry it, it would come out a little better. It comes out chewy.
Okay.
When
If anybody on this show needs to purchase an air fryer, it's you.
I am in love with that Foreman grill. I got you that you gave me back.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. He gave me a Foreman grill like 6 years ago, and I never even took it out the box.
I'm using it every day.
I gave it back to him now that he has his own house, and he loves it.
I love it.
Here's what we should do. Me and you need to go shopping together. We need to go look at air fryers and look at Halloween decorations for your front yard now that you have a house.
Yeah, no, it could be very cool.
Okay. Are you in?
I'm excited.
Let's go.
I know I don't sound excited, but honestly, in my heart, I'm dancing.
I'll pick you up. You can be drunk. I'll drive. I know how you like to be.
Okay, for the KVJ draft today, we are going to be drafting out the best frozen treats. Oh. That is the name of the game, best frozen treats.
This one's close to a lot of people's hearts in this room.
Yeah.
She's got some pride on this one.
Yeah, well, it really opens it up, where you're going to go. You've got anything from all of your ice creams to popsicles and things along those lines.
Tropical treats.
Yeah, absolutely. You could do that. Yeah, you got gelatos and all kinds of crazy stuff in there. So, all right, that's what you got. All right, I drew a jack. So we do a playing card to get the draft order. What did you get, Virginia?
I got a 6.
Okay.
Not happy about that.
No, that's terrible, Virginia. Good luck. All right, Jaybird, what'd you get?
Oh, rats. I got an ace.
Oh, Jaybird first. Okay, what about you, Dennys?
I got a 4.
Dang.
Okay, even worse than Virginia. And what do we got with Suits?
He got a 7.
I got a 7. Okay. All right, so here we go. Draft order is we got Jaybird, me, Kevin. Then we have got Suits, Virginia, and Dennys. Okay. I believe I did that right. All right, Jaybird, you get to kick us off here. Best frozen treats, the overall #1 pick. What are you going to go with?
I'm going to get this party started with a little Fudgy the Whale.
Fudgy the Whale.
Fudgy the Whale ice cream cake.
The ice cream cake.
From Carvel.
Carvel. I love it. It's fun.
Okay.
Who doesn't love fudgy?
Fudgy the Whale.
It's a good pick.
Thank you. Thank you.
He started strong. Somebody obviously came to play.
Today I did. Today I did.
Okay, Fat Kevin is doing all my picks here today.
Okay, good to see you, Fat Kevin.
Yeah, so I'm going to jump right out, and I'm going to go with the Blizzard from Dairy Queen. So I love the milkshake kind of like thing, and a lot of options you can do with the Blizzard. Okay, Suits, you're up next.
I'm taking the ice cream sandwich.
Ooh,
solid.
Okay.
It's vanilla, but it's solid.
Yeah, a lot of people like that one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Virginia, it's down to you now. Next pick.
I am going to pick the Choco Taco.
I do love the Choco Taco, but I notice every time I bring it up, I get hate about the Choco Taco.
Why?
I don't know. I love the Choco Taco.
Well, I mean, I'm showing respect to my Hispanic roots.
Look,
and if you want to come down on me for the Choco Taco, I don't know what to tell you.
I stand by you.
It's delicious.
I'm not at all trying to get in your head.
Dennys, you got the next 2 picks here in the KVJ draft for the best frozen treats.
I think I'm going to go #1 pick. I'm going to go drumsticks.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
They make you strong, kids.
And they got multiple flavors. Even if you go with the generic one.
I'm on a drumstick kick right now because it's all about texture and the crunch, Fat Kevin.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Oh, that crunch for lunch. Woo.
Second pick, I think I'm going to go Snickers ice cream bar.
Oh, it's good, Denny's.
Yeah. Solid stuff. Okay, Dennys.
I don't like the Snickers candy bar, but I love the Snickers ice cream
It's
bar.
superior.
It really is good.
It oozes with caramel.
Oh, don't even
Okay.
get
Or
started.
caramel, depending on what part of the country you're from.
Virginia, you're next.
I am going to go with the Good Humor strawberry shortcake
Oh,
bar.
You SOB.
It's good.
That was going to be my third pick.
I like the chocolate one a little bit better, but the strawberry's real good. Real
Strawberry is where it's at.
Oh,
I kind of like it when it gets all melty.
Oh, I like it wet. I like it dripping down my arm.
the crunchies on the outside.
That's the sexiest thing Virginia's ever said.
Okay, Suits, you are next. What are you going to go with?
I'm going to go with cookies and cream.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you have a specific brand?
Not really. I just like cookies and cream.
Okay.
All right,
He
Gary.
plays the field.
He's so generic.
Okay, I think for my next pick, I am going to go with the Chip Witch, which, if you don't know, it is 2 chocolate chip cookies with the ice cream in the middle.
Yeah.
So
I
to
mean-
me, it's better than the regular old ice cream sandwich.
I was raised on that thing.
that thing is. yeah.
That's when I knew I was getting kind of fat. I was
Yeah.
eating a lot of those, and those go right to your bosom.
They
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 do.
go down fast.
They go down fast,
Yeah.
and they go right to the top.
You could easily justify eating 3 to 5.
A young teenage Jaybird
Yeah.
could eat 6.
Okay. It's impressive.
We got to get you some Manx. We got to take care of them boobies.
Okay, Jaybird, what are you going to pair with Fudgy the Whale? You got the next pick here, next 2.
I love it. It's controversial. I'm going with the Wendy's Frosty.
That's great. Yeah.
I love that thing. I love putting French fries in it.
Yeah.
I like when that gets a little drippy, a little wet.
Yeah. It was always a fun little race to try to stay ahead of it so it didn't get too runny and not always have to eat where it got runny.
It's a game.
It is a
within
game.
a snack.
It's a game within a frozen
Come
snack.
on, y'all.
Yeah.
I
I get it. I'm right there with you. Okay, you got one more pick.
I am going to go with the Reese's Pieces McFlurry from McDonald's.
Reese's.
McFlurry. Can I just say McFlurry from McDonald's? Is that easier?
Yeah, he can take the
I'll take the
McFlurry.
McFlurry from McDonald's. All flavors, I guess.
When available.
When available.
Oh, yeah.
When the machine's working.
It ain't working. Trust me. There's an FTC investigation now as to why McDonald's ice cream machines are always broke.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's real.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Gosh, I am torn between two here for the best frozen treat.
Make it sexy.
Okay. I'm going to go on ahead, and I'm going to have to do it this way. I'm going to have to go soft serve chocolate and vanilla, the swirl. Remember the machines you used to get?
Yeah.
We used to have where you could build your own cone, and my goodness, this was a Fat Kev. I was kind of a soft serve ice cream artist. I would always make the largest cone because that was it. You could get the cone. They didn't specify it. So I knew by rigging the system as a fat kid, if I could build that thing taller, I could get more ice cream. And oh man, I could get it right to the point where that thing was going to teeter over. And then that little fat kid would just gobble up enough that it stayed right there. People were always in awe of what I could do.
Fat kid skill.
Soft serve ice cream was absolutely amazing. So building cones was fun. I'm going with that. My final pick.
What do you think, Virginia? Is that sexy enough to win the tournament?
I don't know.
Ice cream?
I mean, I wouldn't pick it, but
I think if this was broadcast back in 1983, I think Kevin gets a vote.
Chick-fil-A, my son still loves the soft serve cone. I don't think you can go wrong with a soft serve cone.
Cannon's the new generation. What do you have to say to that?
The kids still love the soft serve ice cream.
I don't got no kids.
All right, Suits, your final pick here in the KVJ draft for the best frozen treats.
I am going to go with a fudgicle.
The fudge-sicle? Say it right, Suits. Show some damn respect.
The fudgicle?
The fudgicle?
What's the fudgicle?
You left out a syllable.
Well, when
I think I was on the phone.
When you're Googling, it's tough to get the pronunciation.
A heartless list.
Oh. Damn! Which coming after you, Suits?
Believe me, I love everything on this list.
Okay.
All right, fudgicle.
Fudgicle.
It sounds like you said fudgicle again. I don't even hear the difference.
Virginia, your final pick? He's still.
It's fudge-sickle.
He's still fighting it.
That's what I said.
No, you said fudgicle.
I can't hear a difference.
He has some brain flaw.
That's hilarious. Okay, we got to explore that outside of this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Virginia, your final pick?
My final pick is the Ben & Jerry's salted caramel core ice cream. So in the middle, they've started doing this thing where it's this like round tunnel of fun.
Oh, fun.
And it's caramel salted core in the middle of the caramel salted ice cream.
Okay.
It's very good. I've had it.
So good.
We got to do breakfast.
Denny's, you've got the final pick.
All right, for final pick, I think I'm going to go peanut butter ice cream.
It is good.
It's so good.
Yeah, it is good.
I had some fancy.
They don't do it enough. I don't see enough.
I barely ever see it.
Peanut butter. My favorite is peanut butter vanilla.
Oh.
Because everybody does peanut butter and chocolate, and I just don't get down like that.
There's a fancy peanut butter. You can get it at Publix. And
What's the name?
I'm not getting paid by Publix. It is. I think it's Talenti.
Oh, okay. Talenti. That's your gelato.
They have a peanut butter one.
Okay.
I did it once.
I'll try it. I'll try
Yeah,
it.
I'll try it.
Yeah, let me see. Things that people didn't go with, some other popular ice cream flavors. No cookie dough, no Rocky Road.
I was going to do
Nobody went for
Rocky
those.
Road, but I thought, is that an old man's ice cream?
I mean, it
Mint
is.
chocolate chip is.
But the kids love mint
They
chocolate
do.
chips
That was
still.
my favorite as a kid, yeah.
I don't hear too many kids going, Mommy, can I get some Rocky Road? Unless it was from the 50s.
It was named after the Depression. The Rocky Road. It was named after the Rocky Road of America.
Wow.
That's how old that ice cream
It
is.
don't sound old.
Yeah.
Some history with your ice cream.
Yes.
Okay, let me see. We did not have anybody. I almost went for like the Dove ice cream bar. I don't think anybody went with an ice cream bar.
Yeah.
That's a
good.
rich man's game right there.
It is.
There's
Yeah.
also the Magnum ice cream bar, which feels like you're eating a condom.
What was that size? I would like the Magnum ice cream.
You
There's
would.
there's a Magnum ice cream
I
bar,
seen it.
which is the same name as the big jumbo condoms.
Yeah.
When it comes to my icicles, I'm a size queen.
Okay. There is also the old push-ups. Remember those? That
Yeah,
used to
the
have push-up pops?
Flintstones.
I love them and I enjoy them, but they're nowhere near my favorite. But I do really
They
enjoy them.
were so messy.
They are.
They
And
were
you'd hand them
messy
to a
and they were
kid.
sweet.
Yeah.
And they were
Artificial.
artificial.
Yeah.
And there's not that much either. You keep you're eating the plastic, hoping it grows out of there. It ain't growing.
Dippin' Dots.
Overrated.
Ice cream of the future.
My kids love them, but I have a better palate than that.
Once you turn 13, you see the trick. You see the lies.
Yeah, you're like, Dippin' Dots actually aren't that good.
And they're liars. They're not a client, are they?
Not anymore.
There goes the Dippin' Dots account.
All right, so here's what we got for the KVJ draft for the best frozen treats. Jaybird got Fudgy the Whale ice cream cake. He went with Wendy's Frosty and the McFlurry. So you got some milkshake type stuff on there on his list. I went with the Blizzard from Dairy Queen. The Chip Witch, which is 2 chocolate chip cookies with ice cream in the middle. Soft serve, chocolate, and vanilla swirl. Suits went with the ice cream sandwich, cookies and cream, and the Fudgicle. Virginia went Choco Taco, strawberry shortcake bar, and the Ben & Jerry's salted caramel core ice cream.
Yeah.
And then Denny's went with drumsticks, Snickers ice cream bar, and peanut butter ice cream.
Out of all of those things you just listed off, there's one that I'm yearning for, and it's that Chip Witch. That
Oh, yeah.
I could eat 5 of them.
They're
right
so
now.
good.
Have you ever had a homemade one?
Yes.
My girlfriend Kendra makes them. We'd be at her house for a pool party. Halfway through the pool party, when your buzz just kicks in, she
Yeah.
comes out with a tray
what?
of fresh made chocolate chip cookie ice cream sandwiches.
Oh, dang. All right, get ready to laugh. Here we go. Another round of producer Denny's joke jury. He's written up the comedy. We let him know what we think about it. Okay, what you got here for us today, Denny's?
All right, joke 1. How did Jurassic Park genetically engineer a sexy raptor?
I don't know. How did they do that?
They used dinosaur TNA.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not DNA.
Not
Yeah,
DNA.
You know I love dinosaur humor.
Okay.
Second joke. What music do teenage ostrich listen to when they're depressed?
I don't know. What do they listen to?
Emu.
Emu.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Third joke. What does Little John like to go out and shoot?
What's Little John like to go out and shoot? I don't know what.
Skeet, skeet, skeet.
Okay. Right? Yeah, you know the song, right?
We do.
Okay.
It's relevant.
Yeah, I don't know that reference.
Skeet shooting?
I don't know that song. I guess I didn't know this song.
You don't know what it means?
From the
No,
window.
I didn't know
to
that.
the wall.
I didn't know that was a Lil Jon song.
Okay.
I apologize.
You get him caught up on the modern music, Virginia.
I got to explain to him what it is.
No, I know
Okay.
I know what that means.
You just didn't know it was a little.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a Lil Jon song. I know what skeet means.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's got the dirty part of it.
You just don't have the familiarity of the song.
Fourth joke. How did Peter Parker know the government was counting all citizens?
Counting all citizens, I don't know how did he know.
His spidey senses was tingling.
Spidey senses.
Very good.
How many do we have of those? One, right?
That is a good joke.
That is.
And final joke. Why don't gigolos jump right into sex?
I don't know. Why don't they?
Because they tend to beat around the bush.
Okay. All right.
Come on, John.
There you go. All right. Very nice. Saw today that 1 in 4 COVID cases in America is now with kids. So this new Delta variant's got a little bit of a different demographic to it. And because of that, places like the Los Angeles School Board, they're going to be voting tonight to make vaccines mandatory for students in school.
I didn't think they were approved for kids yet.
I think they're talking about a certain age.
12 and up?
Yeah, I think it's 12 and up. Yeah, they say
okay.
1/3 of kids 12 to 15 in the U.S. are fully vaccinated against COVID. So, yeah, so if you're 12 plus, you can do it. And I guess that's what they're going to be talking about doing because of the numbers and where it is.
Gotcha.
And they say that amongst sports teams, that's where they're seeing a lot of the problem. 45% of all the new cases are coming from clusters on sports teams that they're having issues there. So, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, that's Los Angeles. They're definitely set, a little bit differently than the rest of the country, but could that be something? Your kids got to do other vaccines. Could this be a vaccine that they'll have to get sometime in the near future? I don't know. I know it's still obviously a hot topic, and we got somebody confessing here in an email looking for a little guidance. They say that my husband is unvaccinated and doesn't believe in putting anything that he deems is unnecessary in his body. We then have a 10-year-old son who is also unvaccinated, and after hearing about the number of kids getting it in schools, I told my husband that we should be responsible and have our son vaccinated. Well, he told me there was no way that would ever happen. I presented a solid argument about how many kids are getting hospitalized and even told him that it would help slow the spread to anyone around us. Well, my husband wasn't hearing any of it, and believing that he was totally wrong, I then took our son out and got him vaccinated anyway. I then bribed our son with a new video game if he promised not to mention this to his father. When I was telling my own sister about it, she thought that I had made a mistake by making a medical decision without my husband's approval, and that I was doubly wrong for not telling him and then bribing our son to be quiet. So should I now tell my husband or just stay quiet? Yikes.
This is a mess.
Oh, yikes. Yikes and double yikes. Yeah, that is really tough. I always believe that, you need to be honest. I would hope that medical decisions would be made.
But we're past that.
Yeah.
At this point, she's already kind of gone off the deep end. And you had to lie if your kid's 10 because it's not approved for 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
So you're going what? Someone's
Don't you have to
garage?
be 12 to get it?
I don't know.
I know nothing about anything.
I don't know either. I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, if they're able to do
They're
that,
not going to
it's
check a kid's ID. If a kid comes up with their parent and the parent says, "Hi, I'm here to get my 12-year-old vaccinated," they're not going to say, "All right, let's see your ID to make sure you're not 10."
Yeah. Yeah, that is a good question because, I thought it was 12 myself, but
I don't know nothing about the vaccination. People yelling at me because I didn't get vaccinated and call me a murderer. It's been fun. Murderer.
Yeah.
Well, now you have the antibodies.
Well, I wasn't doing it for any political reason. It wasn't like, I'm not vaccinated. That had nothing to do with that. I just, to be quite honest with you, it just slipped in my mind. But there got people texting sweet Dennys, birds, murderer. And it's terrible.
Yeah.
I do like when people come for you, but I don't understand this one.
Yeah, not for that.
Not this one.
I wasn't trying to be a jerk.
Okay, well, I mean, first of all, that's a big mystery. How'd she do a 10-year-old on the vaccine? That I don't know. So you could have done something illegal there, right? I think that's stepping in something even bigger than that. I don't know how that happened.
You have to give,
unless that's a typo.
You have to give your birth date and you have to give your information.
Okay.
At least I did.
So that's my first question. But any other family that's dealing with this, if you do have a kid that's 12 and up, I would not recommend going, below any kind of recommendation. Yeah, it's a tough challenge. And look, I've been in situations where my wife and I disagree on stuff. We have different medical philosophies on different things. And look, it's your body, my body. So you get to make that choice. When you have a kid, that's, I think, where it gets a little bit sticky. And this is, the tougher part of it. I'm sure this is probably a discussion that a lot of families are going to have to start having about their kid when they look at the numbers and say, hey, should we go ahead and have the kid 12 and older vaccinated? What are you going to do?
Well, this isn't one of those kind of arguments. Hey, should our kid go to camp or not? It's a matter of the heart type of kind of convo.
Is.
And this is where you're going to see a lot of friction go on in a
Well, if they're not vaccinated, they shouldn't go to camp.
Yeah, I'm
just trying to kick the hornet's nest.
I'm a murderer.
You're a murderer, and I'm a troublemaker.
Yeah, I mean, what I think makes it easier for families in this is if there are guidelines that somebody has to be vaccinated to participate, and that's it. And then I guess the question is, too, when do you let your child decide? Is 12 old enough for a child to decide if they're vaccinated or not? And then do you just say, hey, look, well, let's bring them in on the discussion, and let's let them decide what they want to do. And do you respect a 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old kid's decision on whether or not they want to get the vaccine or not?
If it was 1983, no, you would not respect the kid's opinion.
But now you're supposed to listen to their feelings.
Yeah. Kevin, we have to have a discussion.
And take into account everything that they're feeling and going through.
Oh, they're 12 years old. They have a voice.
Look, I was having a screaming match last night with a 16-year-old in my house, so that was fun. They're teenagers. They're not fully formed in their brains and their thoughts and their decisions are not completely rational yet. And so medical decisions still belong in the hands of the parents.
That shouldn't be a controversial statement, but it is a controversial statement these
No,
days.
you should take into account their feelings.
My 12-year-old knows better about their health than the doctor. Wait,
What? Yeah, that is ridiculous. When you say that out loud, you're letting your 12-year-old make decisions, and you're taking their opinion over the pediatrician.
Somebody said, I believe I've read that children can make their own decision regardless of what parents want. So I don't know if there's any truth to that when it comes to the vaccine, but this might be something if you and your spouse are really dead set on opposite ends of this vaccine issue, possibly bringing the child into it to get their own opinion might be something that would be a good way to decide a tiebreaker on this.
Or you can blow dart them while they're at the playground. They'll never know.
Blow dart them? Well, she's basically done that. She's basically gone off, and she didn't say whether or not the kid wanted it or not. She went and got her son vaccinated, and somebody said, I think some pediatricians are ignoring the 12-year mark for the COVID vaccine. My friend got a paper for her 3-year-old that had the COVID vaccine listed as suggested vaccines for him to get that day. She was outraged because he's only 3. Yeah.
I would want to wait and see that they're doing clinical trials on kids under 12. And I think it's important to let those trials complete and then let the pediatric doctors and nurses make the decision, not somebody like just making it on the fly because they want it for their kid.
Maybe it's not social media that I hate. Maybe it's people talking about the vaccine on social media that I hate.
There you go.
Nah, I think I hate social media.
Yeah.
Well, you're a murderer. What do you know?
You're right.
Okay. Yeah. So, the one thing that we can carve into here, and I think, a conversation with your child, with your children's pediatrician, and maybe all sitting down together to decide what you're going to do on that is the best path. I think your path of going and getting the kid vaccinated behind your spouse's back is a terrible way to go.
Terrible, because now you've got a witness in this kid, Kevin, and this kid can blackmail you for more video games.
Yeah, right. Anytime a new Madden comes out, which they do every second week.
That kid's going to get every Donkey Kong game out there.
Every donkey, every Madden.
Yeah. So, that clearly is not right. And I think that the sooner you tell your husband, sure, he's going to be livid and you're going to have issues to deal with that. But, one day, there's no way this kid's going to go his entire life and this isn't going to get spilled sometime, right?
Oh, secrets.
Yeah.
Always come out.
You got to always kiss this kid's butt. You can never discipline him. You can never yell at him to clean his room or yell at him because he came home late for curfew. I mean, this kid has so much to hold over your head because you did it wrong. You should have gotten the bushes and blow darted him.
Did you ever have anything like that you were able to hold over your parents' head?
No.
Can you imagine what kind of power that would be? And I'm wondering kids that do.
Oh, my gosh.
For instance, you caught Dad, messing around with the hot neighbor lady or...
Yeah, nothing like to that level, but I absolutely had things on my mom that I knew about that if I was to have told my dad, it would have caused... and a lot of it was...
Did you ever tell the juicy daddy?
No, because shut up, Jason.
What?
So you're a loose lip murderer.
I always forget that I have people living here still, and I probably should go over all the details in my past.
Well, I mean, enough time has passed.
But it was stuff that, it would. I think it would have bothered my dad. More financial stuff.
I had a friend of mine in high school, and he caught his dad smoking, and his dad was supposed to not smoke. It was a sticking point in his marriage. And so my buddy blackmailed his dad saying, well, then I get to smoke too, or else I'm telling Mom. And so,
oh my God.
I remember just seeing him, he and his dad drive down the street smoking together, and he was like 14. I'm like, what is going on here? Yeah. So he blackmailed his dad so he could smoke, and he would never tell him.
The only reason why that dad did not stop smoking was because he loved cigarettes more than his son. He didn't want to stop.
Yeah, or his wife.
Yeah, he didn't want to keep it going.
He loves cigarettes more than all of them.
I think he did. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
Why would you just not say, "Look, son, I'm telling your mom this. You're not going to hold this over my head."
I think it eventually did come out. And they got divorced.
Dang.
Yeah, it did. It was a big sticking point.
The mom was like, "What have you done?
Yeah.
You big dope! I can't stay with you."
She probably saw him like I did, driving down the street smoking together.
Well, you're chain smoking with your son.
You're doing it all wrong.
I got to get to Logan. I got to see what's going on up there.
There's just a lot of good stuff going on. Yeah, a lot of good stuff going on. All right, got some confessions pulling in here, including having some blackmail material over a family member or a parent. Somebody texted in and said, yeah, my dad asked my guy friend to get him Coke, and my friend told me about it.
Oh.
So, Dad, I understand you want a little booger sugar. Somebody's going to find out if I don't have 500 clean dollar bills in my wallet by tomorrow morning. Which that's going to be hard to fit $500 bills in a wallet. But I'll take it anyway.
Maybe just 500s.
5 $100 bills.
There you go.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear from people that have ever blackmailed a parent.
I would never have had the balls. And I never had any information. My parents were pretty squeaky clean.
Also, I like my parents and liked them, and blackmail is a sleazy thing to do.
It is a sleazy thing to do.
So I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
I'm glad I didn't have anything, because if I would have known a secret that one was keeping from the other, that would have been really upsetting.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got some other confessions that people have texted in here. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. Somebody said, I once got accidentally refunded $1,700 instead of $170, and I spent it on a parachute jump, golf lessons, and a new vacuum.
And they never got you back?
Apparently not.
Wow.
Now, here's the problem. Because you knew the right thing is to refund the money that you got. So you're already tiptoeing around karma. And the first thing you take the money to do is a parachute jump? I mean, that just seems like really bad logic, right? I mean, you already realize, okay, I'm not doing, in a sense, what is right in the universe. You know what? Let's go on a parachute jump.
Then take a lion safari.
Yes.
But it's a lot of work to refund a refund. I don't know. I'm just trying to wait it out a little bit.
To me, I always, and I know it's not the law or the rules, they make the mistake, you should be able to enjoy it. Kind of like when you get that free extra pizza or that extra burger in a bag.
Yeah, maybe it's the universe telling you, you done good here.
Look, if you make a mistake on something, sometimes you have to just eat your mistake and say that's just what happened. Eat the mistake.
Yeah. Here's another confession. Somebody said, I've been seeking an affair for some time. Last week, and after chatting online for a month and a few dates, I spent the day in a hotel with a guy I really liked. He dumped me the next day. I guess I deserve it for being a terrible wife. Oh.
Wow, that's heavy.
That is
So
heavy.
she was cheating on her husband with this guy.
And then got dumped by him pretty quickly.
Zero sympathy.
Zero sympathy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. We're not feeling bad for cheaters now because they got ghosted.
No. This person texted in. They said, my PC monitor crapped out because my cat used to sleep on it. Well, late at night, I snuck into my work and I stole an identical model, leaving my old one there. The next day, the guy who used it complained he couldn't see a thing on the monitor, and when somebody tried to fix it, they were puzzled why they found so much brown hair inside.
Chupacabra.
That's tough.
I mean, doing something like that today, I feel like every building's got cameras, except for our building. Every building's got cameras.
Our building has cameras. They just don't work.
They make everyone look like they're from the movie Predator. Everyone looks like a blob.
I feel like, everybody's got cameras now, and they would see you doing that.
It's just a ballsy move to do any kind of heist like that these days.
Totally.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me see. Somebody said, I've been happily married for a long time, 3 kids, best husband ever, but he's the only man I've ever been with. And lately I've had a lot of dreams of being with a man from my past that got away, and I feel guilty.
Oh, no.
You shouldn't feel guilty about your dreams. You should feel guilty if you meet up with him and sleep with him.
Yeah.
But you can't control your dreams. If that's the case, I really am a murderer.
Fantasize away, but don't put any plans into action. That means don't go messaging him on Facebook.
If you message him on Facebook, you've already committed to me a wrong move. You're already
It's shady.
It's shady. It's you're hugging. You're not even dancing. You're hugging fire.
And you're de-fishing.
You are. I think it's 110%
You're just
wrong.
out there. You're just a little de-fishing. You just want to see what's out there.
Hitting up your ex from the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good's gonna come from that.
The grass ain't always greener, sweet cheeks.
Nope. And another confession, don't ever use a microwave carrot to pleasure yourself. Okay, well, that sounds like some great advice.
Say that again. I got that thick hat on. Microwave carrot?
Yes.
So he knows what to buy later.
Did I make sure I heard that right? Microwave.
So if you see Jaybird in the store actually buying vegetables, you know it's not to eat.
Oh my gosh.
Are these the biggest carrots you have?
Someone did that when it broke off of there, I guess. I'm assuming that's why they don't want you to do it.
It could be the heat, possibly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We got a lot of questions.
Yeah, okay. Well, it sounds like you have an experiment to do tonight, Jaybird.
No.
There's a great little vegetable market right around the corner from your house.
Pipe down, Sanicki.
Well, I'm just saying.
Pipe down.
Okay. Where do we find the biggest carrots in South Florida?
Thank you. I'll task myself with this, and I will get it done for you, Bird.
I'll do it. But we all got to do it together. That's the only way. Blood in, blood out. Carrot in, carrot out.
Here's how we start our OnlyFans page.
It would do well. This video would do. If we all did the carrot trick, it would do well.
The carrot trick? It's a trick now?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It's a disappearing act?
Well, if it doesn't disappear, you didn't do it right.
All of us in it together. You too, Suits.
Suits.
It would break her. It'd kill us.
Oh, Suits would have to leave the show.
Okay. All right. Okay, people have sent us some interesting posts here today from various platforms, Facebook, Nextdoor, Instagram. Some interesting conversations going on here.
If there's a fight and you're writing on the computer, we want it.
That's right.
Oh, yes. And don't just think, oh, it'll be there. You got to screenshot it because a lot of times when people have fights online, they delete it.
They do. People, they send us the screenshot.
Yeah.
Please send us the screenshots as soon as you see the fights.
What is your neighborhood fight this week? The fight in my neighborhood is coyotes. I saw that going on.
There was one in my neighborhood, too.
Yeah,
So are coyotes running wild around these parts?
I think it was out of Palm Beach Gardens, and people were, that was a battle because somebody was like, well, why isn't, we need to call the TV stations because they need to let people know about the coyote problem. But the people are like going, well, this is what happens when we go into their territory. Where do you want them to go? You know, blah, blah, blah. And it was just.
I'm not even kidding you. There was a coyote on my block. I'm not kidding, man.
Was his name Wiley?
I don't know, but
that's what they're saying. Yeah, for whatever reason, the coyotes are now kind of coming in town a little bit. And so people, you need to do something about this because they snatch your hamsters.
Of course, I'm going to have a coyote problem. It just seems like it seems like a
There was
bird.
no coyotes till you got there.
All of a sudden,
the road runner.
Let's take out the trash.
Hey, look at the weird
coyote.
guy. That's what's going down. So that's the fight on my street this week.
I think it's on mine, too.
My neighborhoods, they're fighting over fence. I guess somebody said they were going to put up a fence, this fence company, and then the fence company never showed up, and they took this guy's money, so this guy's calling out the fence company, and the fence company's calling him out. Like, it's a whole fight.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's so entertaining.
It's fun.
So
I
entertaining.
love Nextdoor.
Yeah, here's one that somebody sent us. I think this is from Nextdoor. This is a post that Martin had put up. Apparently, he's got a loud baby living on his street, and he's not too happy about it. So here he is posting about it. We'll let Jaybird play the role of Martin. I'll play the role of Violet. Virginia, you can be Andrew. And Dennys, you'll be Roger.
I knew a Martin, and he was such a douche.
Yeah.
I hope he's not listening.
Well, this Martin sounds like a douche, too.
I'll use it.
Okay. All right. Martin.
I'm not sure who on my street has a screaming baby, but that devil child must be silenced. What parent allows their kid to scream and cry all night long? If you can't control your kid, don't be a parent.
Wow, you must be so fun at parties, Martin. Maybe the baby has medical issues. Have you ever thought about that, loser?
No.
What? People like you are the reason women still don't get paid the same as men. I just can't with you today.
And women like you are the reason why we have snowflake babies keeping people up throughout the night. The only thing worse than a loudmouth baby is a loudmouth woman.
Whoa, Martin. You need to apologize to Violet and all the other women who are on this thread. Your words are unacceptable, sir.
Hey, Andrew, kiss my right and left butt cheeks. I'm not apologizing for anything. Only worse than a loudmouth baby and a loudmouth woman is a beta bitch cuck like yourself.
Whoa.
What?
Martin.
C-U-C-K.
Martin. Whoa. Okay, don't worry, everyone. I've reported Martin to the higher-ups on this thread. He won't be allowed on this forum ever again. I know the people that run this page.
Well, thank you for standing up for women, Andrew. I'm glad to see that some men know how to behave.
Here comes Roger. No offense, but everyone on this thread is annoying AF.
Okay.
Martin's definitely annoying.
Definitely.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
Here's another issue here. This is a post with Kyle in it. Now, Kyle is just casually talking about his weed dealer and how he shortchanged him on some weed.
There's a lot of people who are very vocal about their drugs on social media.
I don't think people care anymore.
And I think, in the state of Florida, it's still, not legal for recreational use.
I know somebody that posts cocaine pictures.
Oh, boy.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Is it medical?
Medical blow.
Maybe they have their white card.
You get pissed when you get shortchanged on your blow.
Oh, jeez.
That stuff's expensive right here.
So I think for being the casting director, I'm going to give the role of Kyle to Dennys.
Okay, yeah. It won't be much of an acting job.
I'll play the role of Rebecca. Bird, you can play Chase, and Virginia, you'll be Dan.
Yeah, she looks like a Dan.
I kind of do.
All right, here we go. Kyle.
All right, Kyle, kicking it off. My dealer just shortchanged me on the weed I was supposed to get. Damn, you can't trust anyone these days.
That sucks, bro. But at least you got some dank weed to smoke. I don't have any. Can I come over? I need to get high. And I don't have my medical card. Do you?
I don't have my card either. They tax too much in my opinion. Something sexy about getting it illegally. And hell yeah, come on over. I'd love to see you. BTB.
I always BTB. And if you smoke me out, who knows? Maybe you'll get to see it. LOL.
What's BTB?
Bring that booty.
Oh.
Bring that BTB, huh?
Bring that booty.
The Office, it's a big thing on The Office. People say it.
Bring that booty.
Okay.
Sorry, Virginia not knowing it. Threw me out of character.
Sorry, I don't know about the slang from your stupid
Let
show.
me get back in the character. Damn you both! All it's gonna even hide the fact that you want to hook up with each other? I was your boyfriend 2 weeks ago, Rebecca.
Damn.
And now you're whoring yourself out on Facebook for some weed? Screw you, Rebecca!
Chill, bro. It ain't like that, man. We're just friends. I was just kidding. Right, Rebecca?
Speak for yourself, Kyle. I want to get high and hook up.
Damn.
I don't give an F about Chase anymore. He's a liar. I was definitely gonna BTB and let you see it. Deal with it, Chase.
Nice.
No!
You guys probably shouldn't be talking about this stuff on a public forum. Y'all seem really stupid. You know it's illegal to talk about all the drugs you do on social media? You better hope that nobody important like the cops see this thread. No offense, but y'all are super dumb.
Minutes later, the post was deleted.
Oh. You're like,
Probably
wait,
a good
what?
idea.
There's a lot of people that talk about drugs on social media. It's
Constantly.
crazy.
Really?
They'll take pictures of it.
Not on my thread. Who you friends with?
Well, I got people that I've never met in person. You got
Really?
that too. You don't know all 5,000 of your friends on Facebook.
They're all my real friends.
Get the hell out of here.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, here in Florida, we got, seems like a gazillion different kind of animals. What is going on? What happened?
Sorry, I just like to mess with him. I didn't know he'd react so dramatically.
Well, Kevin's on the air. I walk in the studio and she slaps me
Well,
in
then
the face.
maybe you need to get here on time.
All right.
All right.
You get here before Kevin starts talking, not after. Show some respect.
I was talking behind the scenes stuff with Dennys and Suits.
Oh.
Kevin, I'm
Tardy.
sorry.
It's been marked.
Well, you got animals and Virginia to be scared of in Florida. So, what is the state where most people have been attacked and killed by wild animals?
Texas.
Yeah, you're right, Texas. Texas is actually way in front. They are number one. Now, they're a big state, and they say a big part of this, too, has to do with urbanization and moving into animals' jurisdictions, kind of like what we were talking about with the coyotes.
But is it the coyotes that's in Texas?
No, not number one. No, there's different animals they're doing. In fact, it's kind of interesting if you start looking at the list of what causes the most deaths. It's surprisingly deer.
Deer?
Yeah, 1.3 million traffic accidents per year. 200 proving to be fatal because of deer. If you live in an area where they do deer hunting, where I'm from, where we get a week off of school for deer hunting, you got to watch out that time of year because deer are spooked and they're running like crazy. So as you're driving down the road, deer are always darting out in front of cars and people are hitting them.
Could you imagine an aggressive deer trying to eat you?
No.
How weird that would be. It attacks you, then eats your neck.
That'd be so bizarre.
You're like, oh my gosh, Bambi. I thought they were sweet.
They do box. You ever seen that video of that deer standing up boxing with his hooves, that hunter? It's pretty amazing.
No, I know the kangaroo one, not the deer one.
You gotta see the deer one. The deer one's.
one?
Oh, yeah. He's whooping this hunter's ass.
Fighting deer?
I like when the animal wins at boxing.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you're a dumb enough human to box with an animal, you deserve to lose.
It's pretty unreal.
I wouldn't be able to beat a deer.
No, I would never even try.
They say for the deadly animals, second, bees and wasps. They kill 100 people annually, and it's usually because of allergic reactions to the stings. Then you got dogs with 30 annually, cows with 25.
Wow.
They're on there. And actually, your snakes, spiders, bears, alligators, sharks, which we're most afraid of, are further down the list and really aren't that deadly.
They have so much hype.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't be sweating these sharks.
Yeah.
Like we do.
Right. So that's kind of crazy. So you got Texas in first place, then California in second, and then Florida is in third place for the states where most people have been attacked and killed by wild animals, 247.
I'm watching that deer video. It's titled The Great Deer Revolution, and it is beating this hunter's ass. I mean, the guy's trying to get away.
Yeah.
The deer's like, nope, you get back over here. Let me beat you up some more.
The deer knows how to fight?
Oh, it's beating his ass.
It is. Yeah.
Look at that.
It's amazing, right?
The guy's dressed in fatigues. I mean, just get worked over.
The guy's in camo. He's obviously a deer hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the deer is like, no, not today.
And the deer keeps going back for more. Look at this deer.
Yeah.
Look at that
He's not
thing.
stopping, yeah. The thing's like, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Wow.
You shot my mama.
That deer is pissed.
Mad.
Yeah. He ain't playing.
Thank you for that, Ralston. That's great.
That's how I hit you when you came in the door.
No kidding.
Yes. Need to put Jaber in a hunter's costume. In fact, he's kind of got the hunter's hat on.
We can recreate this whole video. I'll be the deer.
Yeah.
And you be the hunter.
Okay.
And we'll box.
Just be careful when you mess with a bird. They tend to bite back.
Well, alligators, I guess we found out you don't have to be totally afraid of them. And that's good because they found a large alligator in a storm drain in Westchester, which is in Miami-Dade County. 2 kids were playing catch in their neighborhood, and they spotted the gator in the storm drain.
Oh, Lord.
They initially thought, like, oh, how cute, a turtle. No, wasn't a turtle. It was an 8-foot, at least, long gator. They said it could have been as long as 11 feet.
Oh, my God.
It got trapped up in the drain.
If you raise a gator from it being a baby and you humanize it, will they snuggle with you and become sweet creatures, or does nature always win out?
I'd seen a video the other day. Yeah, a guy that had like his pet gator, and the gator was just chill with him.
Really? He's like snuggling and rubbing his belly? Mm-hmm. I don't know, man.
I don't know, because all it would take is one day the gator just wakes up on the wrong side of the swamp.
Yeah.
And he remembers that he's a gator.
I just feel like it wants eventually to murder you. Eventually.
The guy only had one arm and one leg, but I don't know if that... Yeah, so they apparently had to get out the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, and they freed the gator and was able to swim back into the canal, so they let it go.
They're finding all kinds of gators all over New Orleans.
Oh, yeah?
Like in storm drains, in retention ponds where they never were. They found a dolphin in a pond.
One of the gators was wearing some beads. How did it get the beads?
Yeah.
I think you know.
Well, this is unfortunate. You jack a vehicle and then it runs out of gas. Happened in Fort Myers. A guy got busted. He was hitchhiking after the truck he stole ran out of gas. The truck owner said he left the Ford F-150 unlocked and running when he went inside a gas station, and they came out to find the truck gone. The 53-year-old man then got into the truck and drove off, but ran out of gas about 20 miles away. Then started hitchhiking and caught a ride to a gas station where he bought a gas can and gasoline. But what he didn't know was the cops had located the stolen truck and were just waiting for him to return. And when they did, they arrested him.
Big dummy.
Yeah, big dummy.
You can't return to the scene of the crime.
No. Because guess who's waiting for you? There was a mailman in Maryland that got caught delivering mail by just chucking it out the window of his truck onto people's lawns.
We have a clip of people talking about it.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you can't do that, dude.
We had a UPS guy just throw a package in the yard. Do your job. If you don't want to take it all the way to the door, then, I mean, I understand, like, if you got, like, problems or something, but, I mean, that's what you get paid to do.
Okay.
Well, much like the gator, if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you're all pissy and you don't feel like working that day and you are in a bad mood, I can see someone throwing some packages.
There are so many videos from Ring doorbells of delivery guys being douches.
And it is. It sucks because some of that stuff will break very easily. If you throw it, my God, I couldn't imagine if someone threw my 1982 Snake Eyes.
Oh, my God.
I mean, my God.
What?
Is that a G.I. Joe?
It's a G.I. Joe.
It's a rare
Yeah.
G.I. Joe.
Now it sounds like a brag.
It's an investment piece, Kevin.
That is, huh?
That's his future. That's his retirement.
That's it.
Laugh if you will. Snake Eyes is worth a lot of money right now.
What, like $50?
No, I'm not going to entertain. I'm not dancing for the witch.
He ain't worth 200.
Yes, he is.
No.
I could get 200. Yeah, yes, I could. Because I have his Timberwolf with him. I could.
Oh, yeah, got the Timberwolf?
I do.
Wow.
We need to get you a girlfriend.
Yeah, because you people who are in relationships seem so happy.
That's exactly what he needs. A girlfriend to come in and throw away all his toys.
Oh, she come in and clean house.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm doing fine.
Well, I'm throwing this away. I'm throwing that away.
Yeah.
Snake Eyes. What the hell is that?
It would never happen. It would never happen.
And here is a big old popular viral video. This is a priest that is baptizing a baby. And the baby apparently tries to baptize him right back when he urinates all over the place.
Okay.
I mean, this kid's stream went about 6 feet. It was unbelievable. I mean, that kid really had to go.
It's a power pee.
Yeah, so there you go. You got something to look at. You can look for that video and a hunter getting his ass kicked by a deer.
It's worth the watch.
Yeah, it's a good video.
Mm-hmm. And finally here today, your whacked out news, kind of cool. There was an athlete in Australia that broke a Guinness World Record when he held the plank position for 9 hours, 30 minutes, and 1 second.
Oh, that makes me think of what I found the other day. We did that one bit in Miami, stank plank.
Yeah, we had to plank over poo.
Horse manure, and
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. I think we got fired 2 days later.
That was the one that finally did it. Like, all right, we gotta get these
We went out
chuckleheads
with the
out of
bang.
here.
Well, the last day
Yeah.
we got fired, Dennys was covered in mustard, wearing a diaper, and then we got our walking papers.
That's how it ended?
Yes.
And that's
I'm
all we
proud.
got.
That was our
Yeah.
last official bit we did.
It sounds fun.
It's a good thing RMF didn't find out. We might not be here. Saw this fun little list today. This is basically the best lazy jobs that are out there, where after you get the job, there's not a lot of work that goes into it. Getting the job, it might require education or something like that, but bam, once you get it, it's not too bad. Security guard was up there.
But that shouldn't be up there because you're the security guard. You should be up and about, checking doors and stopping people from doing crime. It should be an active job.
I've been places and I see security guards that are about 90 years old, and they just have to sit there all day long.
I know the place you speak of. I've seen the team.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I would trust suits to tackle somebody more than that guy.
I'm just Yeah, but you should be active though. If you're a security guard, that should not be on the lazy list. No,
there's only a few places where you probably really have to be spry, depending upon what you're guarding. But I've seen so many security guards that you're like, okay, you're the line of defense.
Well, we just got stopped by a security guard. We were filming the KVJ horror movie, and the guy came up on his cart. And he looked like he had his crap together, active, knowing what's going on. I think it depends on the person, because you're right. I've seen some pretty terrible security guards too.
Sure, yeah. I mean, and for the most part, you're sitting at a post. You maybe ride around on a golf cart. It's, most security jobs, not that bad.
I was thinking, how many times that guy that stopped me and Dennys from filming, how many times does he get called to do something where there's an incident?
That might have been the only action of his entire day.
Or even the year.
Yeah, might be about it. Other great lazy jobs, house sitter.
Oh, that is.
You just basically lay around the house all day, make sure it's still there.
If you have a fancy friend that has like a sweet pet, and maybe they have a couple animals that you have to like just feed the pets, but you get to stay there for free, that's good.
I'd offer that. I remember when we first got to town, I was offering up to be anybody's houseboy. I'm like, I will come and just be your houseboy, live in your place, take care of it for you.
Nobody called.
Nobody called.
And houseboy makes it sound sexual to me. I'll be your houseboy.
He would have done that too.
Yeah.
That just sounds carnal.
That day and age, yeah, why not? Yeah.
Throw it.
Mystery shopper.
I've done that before.
Mm-hmm.
I actually did that for a company. That was one of my little many jobs I had in college.
How hard was it?
It was so easy.
Yeah.
And it was so fun. So all you do is you just go and you have to experience every part of the restaurant. So they want you to go through the drive-thru. They want you to go through the dining room. They want you to go in the restrooms. They want you to do everything. But then you just rate everything and you get paid, plus all of your food is free.
How do I get that gig? That sounds amazing.
You don't get paid a lot.
I don't care. It's not about the money.
I was in college, so to me it was awesome because it was like, $5, $10 per visit.
To me, that's love of the game, and if you're getting any kind of money for that, that's just coziness sprinkled on top of coziness.
Yeah. Another really great lazy job, TV or film critic. What does that take?
It takes nothing to be a critic. Everybody's a critic.
Right.
Everyone's a critic. They just get paid for it. That is you're right. That's the laziest one. Sit on your ass.
Video game tester. They got up there. Video game tester. Great lazy job.
Oh, definitely.
And sommelier. Now, keep in mind, this is after you have the job. Now, it's something to get the job and the studies you have to do. But once you have it, your job is pretty much going around and tasting and rating wine.
They have a special name for a pizza one too, where you study and you're considered an expert in the taste of pizza.
Wow.
And I think you got to do the work though. It's not something you just do.
Is that work?
That is work, but it's good work. It's hard work. It's passion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so is there another great lazy job where if you're a lazy person, it would be worth investing the time to try to get this job, because once you get it, you don't have to do anything?
What about a bridge operator? The dude or woman that sits up there and, there's a boat.
I don't know. Anytime anybody is doing something stupid by the bridge, they have to come out and get squirrely.
Did they really?
Yeah, the one that works at Cato's Bridge, where all the kids from Tequesta jump off the bridge. That guy loses his cool on those kids.
I feel like if you are the bridge person, you need to lose your mind a little bit. You need to be off slightly.
Really? I don't know if I want an off-bridge operator.
Meaning...
Just call me crazy.
Meaning off in the sense where they just are paranoid about everything. Bridge. I don't know.
No, I want the person that's well-grounded. I think there's a story today about people who got stuck on a drawbridge.
Really?
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, something happened, didn't close or whatever.
There's a video of a dude that put the bridge up while people were on it, like walking.
Wow.
Like, can you imagine you're walking across the bridge and the guy starts to put it up and you're like,
right.
Oh my God.
You don't want anyone unhinged in that position.
No.
Person who's afraid of heights, I saw there was like 4 probably early 20s people. They were sitting on one of the bridges that goes over the Chicago River.
Oh.
When it was up, they were just sitting there chilling.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No.
No. Yeah. Cheryl's on here from Lake Worth Beach. You say that your boyfriend has got one of these kind of jobs, Cheryl?
Yeah, he does. He is a help ambassador at Walmart.
So what exactly is the help ambassador doing?
All he does is take the temperatures of the employees, ask them a few COVID questions, and the rest of the time he just walks in circles. Occasionally, because he's stationed out in the garden, he might help, maybe drag some mulch or some propane. But that's all he does, and he's lost 70 pounds because he literally just walks around all day and does nothing.
Wow.
Health ambassador.
Huh.
Wow.
That's kind of a cool little gig, huh? That's not bad.
Huh.
Pretty awesome. He's lost weight. He gets paid. He is an essential person there because he has to make sure he keeps the employees safe and nobody's coming to work sick, and gets paid for it.
When he goes to work, can you just tell the Walmart employees to keep the cologne key on them, please? Because every time I go to try to get cologne, no one's got the key.
Yeah.
They never got the key to anything, actually. Tell him anything that's locked up, please keep the key
I'm not
handy.
kidding you. I've got to get cologne 3 different times. Oh, Keith got the key. Well, then tell Keith to leave the key.
It's hey, he's got a pretty great gig, great hours. He works like 6 to 2 or 3 or whatever. And, hey.
Other than guys who yell at you because they can't get their cologne, it's got to be a lot of fun.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about her husband. I'm talking more about,
Keith.
Keith, exactly.
I mean, he has the key and he left to go home with the key.
He always takes the key home with him.
You're talking about the person that works, like, for instance, at the drawbridge. But what about a toll booth? I know they're kind of cutting back on those. Kevin's on here from Port St. Lucie. Toll booth collector. Have you ever done this job, Kevin?
No, I have not, but my dad has.
Oh.
And did he say it was pretty easy?
He said it was the easiest job of his entire life, and that was after he retired from being a cop for 28 years.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to brag, but I got a toll booth shirt from some of our KVJ Nation.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That is going to be one of those things in a sense, you know how you talk about things that just aren't around anymore?
They're phasing it out already.
Yeah.
A lot of the when you go through the toll now, you can't even, there's no person.
Yeah. Yeah, they're kind of doing that. I saw that Whole Foods, too, they're going to start doing their first 2 stores without any cashiers.
What?
It'll all be self-checkout.
I don't like self-checkout. I don't like anything with a clock. I feel like when you're doing
clock?
It's a
There's
clock.
a clock there?
Sort of. It's the universal understood clock, meaning get
People
to
are
it, but-
behind him,
Yeah.
judging him because he's all
He can't figure it
fumbled.
out, yeah.
It's not that I can't figure it out. I got bitch ass hands with these grips. I'm trying
Yeah.
to scan stuff. I can
It's a
never.
lot to do,
I
yeah.
swear they super glue the bags
The
together.
barcode is always super glued to the thing.
Sometimes they do. Oddly enough, the paper bags, I don't know why. Whole Foods will do that a lot of times. There's like a glob of glue they put at the bottom. I don't know why, and it always tears the bag.
I get so down because on item 2, the message comes up, you need assistance, this weird barcode needs this. Like, guys, I don't know what to do. Do I wait for you? You look disgruntled and mad.
I want to keep scanning, but it won't let me.
It won't let me scan. You looked pissed.
It
I'm
could stand
scared.
to be improved a bit, yeah. It could stand to be improved a bit. Some of the other great jobs for lazy people, road flaggers. I saw that a couple of weeks ago. It was, I think Brightline was doing their testing, and there were these 2 guys I saw, and they were right at the railroad crossing all day, just kind of stand there, and they would just wave the flag. And I was like, that's not that tough. I don't know where else they wave flags all day, but it looked pretty cush.
But you gotta watch those guys because they are in charge of the flow of traffic, and if they're not working in tandem, I saw, the guy at one end and the guy at the other end have to be in communication with each other. Because I saw a guy flag 2 people to go at the same time down a one-way single lane.
The which is right, and I also feel like the one guy that was waving me in, he was also in charge of the cones, and I feel like he made the lane way too small. And he's trying to tell me to go through this lane he made.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, I'm about to hit a cone. And guess what? I hit a cone.
No one doubts you hit a cone.
It wasn't my fault, though. He made it so coney.
So coney. Somebody else texts in, said a dump truck driver, super easy and chill. All you do is wait to get loaded up and just drive it to the destination and dump it. Pretty easy, cool gig.
The dumping looks fun to go in the back of it and have you actually dumped out of the car.
You want to be dumped out?
You want to be dumped out like cargo?
I think that would be fun. No?
No.
Oh, look who I'm talking to. Queen DeQuesta over here.
And somebody else texted and said, I'm an OnlyFans girl.
Oh, here we go, Jay Bird.
I'm listening.
I work my own hours, take off the days I feel like, and vacations. So.
If we did a KVJ OnlyFans and you found out that you would work 20 hours less and make $100,000 more, but it's going to get weird, but you got to quit the show and only do OnlyFans, do you go OnlyFans?
With carrots.
It's gonna get weird. There's no more KVJ show. It's a KVJ OnlyFans. You get $100,000 more on your salary.
My kid did see it. That's too weird.
It is nothing sexual.
Oh, okay, nothing sexual.
Everybody's got its price. Maybe 100,000's not enough.
It might do it, yeah.
But it would be bizarre.
You got my interest.
It'd be bizarre. Maybe like
200,000 more. Never see any of your pink parts, but it does get weird and fetishy.
You gotta dress like a raccoon. I'm feeding you little treats with my feet.
Okay.
And you're
with your feet?
Yeah.
I'm spanking you, and Suits is petting you. It's weird.
You're making raccoon sounds. $200,000 more, though.
I'd like to find the person who's going to pay for that.
I would actually pay for that.
As messed up as that video is, how messed up is the person that's actually watching that?
If I was a billionaire, that's what would happen.
I guarantee you there's at least 50 people listening right now that would pay $29.95 to watch that.
If you had FU money, we could make this work.
Okay. All right. Well, we talked about jobs for lazy people. What about good jobs for jerks? What do you think? If somebody's a jerky person, what kind of field should they be in?
You've got bouncers, and then you've got flat top cops, flat top cops.
Okay.
Most flat top cops,
Right.
in my experience, it's not been pleasant.
Okay. Paparazzi?
Definitely.
Okay. Somebody said talent agents and managers.
Anything in the entertainment business is going to be, you're going to bring a terrible element.
It's a lot of that, yeah.
I'm talking radio. I'm talking anything in the entertainment. You're going to bring the sharks, baby.
Okay. So if you're a total jerk, what is a good job for you? Would you consider this true? And I know some that are not, maybe some that are surgeons. God complex. Egos.
Yeah, I've seen that. But
Okay.
I don't think it's everybody.
No, it's not.
It's not.
I've got a good friend that's a surgeon, and he's one of the coolest dudes ever.
But you're right. We've all met a jerky doctor. But let's talk about bouncers again real quick.
Right.
Majority of the bouncers you've met. Yeah, kind of douchey.
At least the doctor backs it up with the skill level. What's the bouncer's problem?
Choke slam.
That's skill, right?
It is. It's skill.
I've seen people skillfully choke slam you.
Seen it. Yeah, you're right. I bet it is.
Yes, that's a skill. You could even argue radio DJs.
Yeah.
Or people in the media.
Media.
Jobs for jerks. Some of the jerkiest people.
News broadcasters, especially people that are got some popularity behind them.
Yeah.
Because they're used to everyone kissing their ass.
Big time. Yeah. If you do sports radio in New York City, that's a job for a jerk.
And you love the Yankees.
Yes. Tow truck drivers?
Oh my gosh. I've had the worst experiences with tow truck drivers. Yeah. I'm not saying they're all bad, because of course you'll get somebody, my husband's a tow truck driver and he's saved. I get it.
Right.
But 90% of the tow truck drivers I've been involved with are the biggest jerks. They love taking your car.
Well, there are probably some jobs where you benefit by being a little bit of a jerk, because you need to be bold and stand up to people. And, the tow truck driver might just be saying, well, don't illegally park, or you're not supposed to be parked here, or whatever. I'm just doing my job. But you got to kind of be, or your job makes you a little bit more of a jerk. Maybe you weren't even a jerk when you started the job.
That's what it is.
And it made you a jerk.
Everybody that walks into the tow place to get their car is hot pissed. They come in angry, and so it makes the workers there become jaded.
Well, because the one tow place I went to go get your car, the woman working there had I can't remember exactly what the shirt said, but it was basically saying F you to whoever you're dealing with.
F you effing F.
Pretty much that was the shirt.
Yeah.
So they there to make sure, we don't give a crap that you're angry.
Well, she's trying to shut you down with her shirt and say, look, when you come in here, it ain't the place.
And she was reading a book and would not look. She was talking to me and would not break eye contact with her book. Would never look at me. Like, yeah, your car's here.
That's just a woman who's been hurt so many times by so many people. That book is her safety wall. You should relate, Walls.
Oh, of course, you're defending the woman. You're right. I'm a man. I was wrong. How dare I?
How dare you breathe?
The people that give out the parking tickets.
Oh, they've got to be like quick.
Yeah, and that would be a tough gig in a sense because I can only imagine how many people are going after them.
Well, no one wants to get a parking ticket,
No.
so when you're writing it and they see you, you're not going to get a good response from that person.
Right.
And almost if they're even nice about it, it would make me mad. If I'm getting a parking ticket and the police officer's nice about it, I'm like, no, I'd rather you just be a jerk.
There was one the other day where we had used the parking app, and there was somebody standing behind the Queen's car, and she's, right, and she's like, oh my gosh, and she looked right there. She's like, I got 40 minutes left. I'm like, yeah, you do. Never seen the Queen move so fast. Down the street she comes. Parking attendant, they look back and they see this angry woman coming at them, just barreling at them.
If I was them, I would hide.
Oh, I'd just take off running. Exactly. And she got up on him. She's like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, we just have to scan everybody's license plate. She's like, I'm not getting a ticket. She's like, no.
You were going to get a ticket, but you scared me, so no ticket.
I don't
Why
know.
are they scanning everybody's license plate?
And I wondered, I'm like, is that really something they do? Because remember that one time that I got a ticket and I had actually still had time on my app? I can't remember if I messed it up or not.
I do remember that. And also, like, why do they scan everybody's plate, even the law-abiding people? That's shady.
Yeah. So anyway, okay. Other jobs for jerks. Facebook fact checker. Okay.
What is that?
Do they have people that go on there and actually check for facts? I don't know. It's a good question. Somebody else said a third-party recruiter. Do you know what that is? It's a third-party recruiter.
Are people just making up jobs right now to see if it would bite?
Is that like there's a middleman that helps your work find employees?
Could be a third-party recruiter. What is it they do and how do they get paid? I don't know.
They're like a temp service. They find you employees and they can staff you if you can't get you staffed.
Yeah.
I've also learned too, not all, but I've seen some douchey people work in the sales field. No?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess they kind of are deceptive because they only get paid if they make a hire. So they might do some practices that are not exactly reputable. So there you go. All right. Anything else you want to add to it? Yeah, somebody said third-party recruiters are like contractors.
It sounds so boring.
It's like a headhunt.
They can make the list because I'm annoyed how bored I am.
DMV.
You fell asleep while you were talking.
Yeah. Job, DMV, and yacht broker.
I used to think the DMV, and I was changed because of one experience.
And they were completely nice.
They were cool, but that was one experience after years of awfulness. But there are some nice people that do work there. It can happen.
The one in Hobe Sound, I know people yell at me every time I say it on the radio.
They do.
Because they're like, don't tell our secrets. But I'm just telling y'all, because if you're listening, you deserve to know. Hobe Sound DMV is filled with sweethearts.
Okay.
It's right next to the Big Apple Pizza, too.
Handy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know everything on
You do. Everything
food
is based
landmarks.
on where pizza is close
It's
to it.
landmarks. See if we can find anything. So what are the best frozen treats of all time? That's what we did on today's KVJ draft. It is up on our Facebook and Instagram pages. You can go and vote for who drafted out the best team of 3. Jaybird had the overall #1 pick. He went with Fudgy the Whale ice cream cake, Wendy's Frosty, and McDonald's McFlurry.
I feel good about that, Kevin.
You think it's good? You're standing by it?
I do.
Okay. Would you change anything about it?
I changed nothing other than the dirt of the day today.
Okay.
Well, fortunately for everyone, you don't have that much power.
Zero power. I said it yesterday. I have zero power.
I went with the Dairy Queen Blizzard, the Chip Witch, which is the cookies, chocolate chip cookies with ice cream in the middle. Soft serve chocolate and vanilla swirl.
That Chip Witch, for some reason, that's the one that is sticking in my brain today. I've been obsessed thinking about that Chip Witch all morning long.
It's
you love a
amazing.
witch. Just admit it.
Oh my god,
It is amazing.
You're right. You are a Chip Witch, a witch with a chip on her shoulder.
Suits went with the ice cream sandwich, the cookies and cream, and the fudge sickle. That's what he got there.
I don't think Fudge Sickles are going to win the tournament, y'all. I just don't.
I remember when my mom tried to get me to stop eating so much bad food, like she tried to trick me, and we went with what was it, like the fudge sickle or something like that? Had
fudge
low
ice.
Fat. It was something
Yeah.
that was a
There was a
Jell-O
fudge
fudge
sickle.
pop or
There
something
is.
like that.
It's not.
And I started looking into it, and I realized it was trickery.
If you want to be bad, you want to get nasty. You're not getting bad nasty with a fudge sickle.
Yeah, she
I'm
swapped out
sorry.
my ice cream sandwiches for that. I'm like, nah,
No.
it's not on the same
I
level.
mean, we're talking Chipwich over here,
Yeah.
and see what you come with fudge sickle.
Virginia went Choco Taco, the strawberry shortcake ice cream bar, and the Ben & Jerry's salted caramel core ice cream.
That Choco Taco, I love how chewy it is.
Me too.
I
It gets
love
like soft.
I'm a texture guy these
I'm
days.
craving a Choco Taco.
We need to have an ice cream party.
Okay.
Now, Kevin, stop the show.
Well, let's have it at the end of the show so when it kicks into Virginia's system, she can fart by herself when she's going home.
Yeah, it's a good plan.
Nope, driving right to your house.
Then Denny's went with drumsticks, the Snickers ice cream bar, and peanut butter ice cream.
I do not hate Denny's list at all.
Okay, well, we'll see tomorrow at about 7:35 who the winner is. Go and cast your vote on the KVJ Show Facebook and Instagram page now. Well, we got that After the Show podcast. It is going to be coming up here. You can watch it live on YouTube. When it goes down, just go into YouTube and type in the KVJ Show, and you'll get the hookup right there. Plus, we're just about an hour away from another app cash code and a shot at $1,000. So we got a lot of good stuff. It is going to be going on there. Getting your emails as well on the After the Show podcast. You can send them in to us, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. But if you need a little positivity and perspective, Jaybird is here today to give that to you and his thought for the day.
We talked a lot about ice cream today. Figured a little ice cream thought.
Okay.
For you,
Oh,
show.
yeah.
Don't let your ice cream melt while counting someone else's sprinkles. Yeah. You confused, Virginia?
Very.
That means it's working.
That's the plan?
Yes.
Okay, good.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.